Welcome to Joburg Today. My name is Dumi Hlapo, bringing you the best of what's happening in and around Johannesburg. There's no doubt that the social and entertainment space has changed, especially with outdoor markets and events happening in our city. Mpa takes a look at how you can enjoy this summer with drinks full of flavor.
Summer is here and we have the opportunity to learn about having our drinks since it's that time of the season where everyone likes going out. So let's go and see what Ciroc has in store for us.
We've decided to go with pineapple because naturally we're heading into summer. So it really felt like the one to kick things off with. It speaks to tropical luxury. We are a brand that is all about luxury. We're a brand that speaks to the modern elite of South Africa. We're talking about those people who aren't afraid to celebrate their success, who are go-getters, self-made success, which I think is something which is so intrinsic to Joburg culture as a whole. People in Johannesburg, very entrepreneurial, very much about celebrating their success. So which is why, it made sense for us to kick off these launch events in Johannesburg.
And here are some of the views from the brand ambassadors and also people who attended the event.
It's called the Bonang Signature Champagne and you serve it in a flute. It's a touch of Ciroc, a little bit of champagne and lychee juice. So I thought, how am I going to fuse the two and make sure it's something quite delicious? I'm a champagne girl, I'm a champagne freak. So mix the vodka with the champagne and you're good to go.
I had to put in a bit of a David twist in, like a bit of spicy. You may not know this or you may know this, with my Indian descendant or colored descendant coming through. So a bit of spice has never hurt anyone. So that's why we went with a bit of a tinge in it.
It tastes really tropical. It feels like you're on holiday. It's a great day to have a drink like this.
I'm loving it. It's very refreshing. You look at the color, it depicts, the weather and how the sky's looking, or it looked earlier today when it was too hot. This is definitely something to have in summer. It cools you down. It's cool. But the thing that I like, I know that people hold these glasses in the wrong way. Because you can't put a whole lot of ice, you need to maintain that cold temperature by holding the stem so you don't warm up the drink. But you got to drink it fast enough that it doesn't get too hot.
I'm Pamashiko for Joburg Today.
My name is Chef Benny from MasterChef South Africa, and you watching Joburg Today.
Like us on Facebook, joburgtoday.tv, and follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today. And if you're one of those who are always on the move, do catch us on pockettv.mobi, and that's pocket with an I. Now, if you're one of those who like all things natural, why not check out the Bryanston Organic Market every Thursday and Saturday?
The Bryanston Organic Market has been around for approximately 39 years, and they are known as Johannesburg's original outdoor market.
We focus on livestock methods that are natural and organic, agriculture, organic agriculture, and of course humanity, that we are eating food that is nutritious and healthy for us.
They're not only about organic products, but they also enforce job creation for local farmers, artists and crafters.
Entertainment, we always have live music. On a Thursday we have Michael Dupria, our resident musician. He plays the piano. And on Saturday we have a variety of bands. We have marimba bands, we have African jazz, we have R&B, we have jazz, we have all kinds of bands coming in.
Some of the other stuff that we're selling, it helps for the cancer people. Have some carrots and beetroot juices and stuff like that. I've got the regular customers. I've been with them for a long time.
I've also been coming way over 20 years. Feels very safe in here and very tourist friendly.
This is my first time officially at the Bryanston Organic Market, and it's so amazing. It's really, really cool.
This market definitely fits in the Johannesburg scene. I'm Butumela Ratokwena for Joburg Today.
Hey, what up? This is Boots, and you're watching Joburg Today.
Local governments for sustainability's formulation and signing of the Johannesburg Declaration on Ecomobility in Cities was the main outcome of the Ecomobility Dialogues Conference. Executive Mayor Park Stau is expected to present the declaration to the United Nations Climate Summit in December.
Love it or hate it, but ecomobility is the flavor of October in the Sandton CBD. And if it depends on the members of ICLEI, it will also be the case at the UN Climate Summit in Paris.
There's a great deal of ambition amongst the cities in the world to actually take action and to further scale up action on sustainable transport.
I come from a city of 120,000 and I can share experiences with government leaders of cities with 10 million people. We are dealing with the same problems, and what we can learn from an event like this is that we are all in this together and we have to solve this together.
What we have seen is in the period leading up to Paris that governments across the world have announced that they will take action on transport and sustainable transport. The declaration which was adopted here in Johannesburg provides the details which puts the meat on the bones of these commitments that were announced by governments.
We know that the greenhouse gas emissions globally from the transport sector are huge and growing. And we also know that more and more of these come from urban transportation. This is why we said in that Johannesburg Declaration on Ecomobility in Cities, we summarize how we can reduce these greenhouse gas emissions from urban transportation. And our answer is ecomobility. The combination of walking, cycling, public transport, shared mobility and the smart integration of all that.
The city of Johannesburg already started walking the talk.
Part of the legacy of the Ecomobility Festival does include increased sidewalks, dedicated cycling lanes for cyclists. It includes infrastructure for a bus rapid transit system that's coming into Sandton. So Ecomobility, we say, is a precursor to the future that we're introducing to Johannesburg and to Sandton in particular.
ICLEI delegates and ecomobility experts had the opportunity to experience Johannesburg's bold experiment of turning Sandton into an eco-mobility zone.
We need to implement ways for the citizens to be able to travel in different ways than by the private car. And what you're doing here in Johannesburg towards enabling people to use public transport and walk paths and so on, it's a huge step and you should be proud of it, but you have a long way to go and you need to get everybody on board.
We've seen Johannesburg using multimodal transport. This is a very important lesson for us to apply when Kaohsiung hosts the next Ecomobility World Festival in 2017.
Johannesburg authorities also learned some lessons.
The first is about integrated ticketing. The ability to use different modes of public transport in an integrated way is going to be important to the success of public transport provision in our city. The second, I think, is the lesson around the contraflow lanes. The contraflow lanes being those lanes that we've dedicated during the peak period that are underutilized during the peak for public transport. Because that has significantly improved the ability of the buses to move people with greater speed.
While ICLEI members are working hard getting sustainable urban transport on top of the international climate agenda, Joburgers can still for the rest of October try out some eco-mobility transport options. Marisa de Klerk, Joburg Today.
Hi, I'm Danny Glover, and you're watching Joburg Today.
That's it from myself, Tumi Nhlapo. For more on the city, do check out our playlist. I do leave you right now with On My Way by Janie Bay. Bye.
Back in ETV.
Looking back, the trail is hazy, shadow cast, cloud covered. Lost all count, my steps so lazy, memoirs left behind. Wait, you didn't hear my call. heaven save me now. You know I've said that I can't stand this place, and I'm not the only one. But now it's time that I consider this and be on my way. Went all out, I can't believe it's taken me quite this long. For I have seen